What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our SEC channel. We're going to talk about the Ole Miss Rebels here, and will they be better or worse in 2024? We're going through every single SEC team here. If you're an SEC fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Ole Miss, of course, making big headlines in the transfer portal once again this offseason. You look at what they did last year, of course, 11-2. 10-2 in the regular season, finished second in the SEC West, had a really good season. And we'll start with the offense, and there are so many transfers, I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. But you start with the quarterback position. No need for a transfer there. Jackson Dart will be back, and so you're talking about one of the best quarterbacks returning in all of college football, maybe an All-American candidate this season. We'll see. But yeah, Jackson Dart back at quarterback. That's big. You look at the running back position, and obviously losing Judkins is a big deal. I mean, that's a huge loss. One of the best running backs in all of college football. But they've got Bentley coming back, and they add Logan Diggs. So I don't think there's a huge drop-off there. Logan Diggs has a chance to be an All-American caliber running back, I believe. And you add Bentley with his speed, that's a really good 1-2 punch. So I don't think there's much drop-off there at running back. You look at the wide receiver position for them. Dayton Wade will be gone. That's a pretty big loss there. Zachariah Franklin is gone. Pretty big loss there. But overall, I mean, they're in good shape. Jordan Watkins will be back. And Trey Harris, that's the biggest one. He will be back as well. And you look at the transfer portal. They add Juice Wells. This is a guy that was injured last season. Didn't play. But go back to a year before that, and he was one of the top receivers in the SEC. So you're getting a huge impact player there. They also add Devin Price, a transfer from FAU. And so overall wide receiver position, it's not a concern. It's just not. They're going to be very good there. I think they're probably going to be better with the addition of Juice Wells. I think Juice Wells at 100% makes up for the loss of Dayton Wade. And then you go to the tight end position. Prescorn will be back. That is really good news for them there. Looking at the offensive line, don't lose a whole lot. They have most guys coming back on that offensive line. So offensively, I think it's an easy call here. Ohio State, or Ole Miss, I should say, will be better in 2024 on the offensive side. They will absolutely be better, and this should be one of the top offenses in all of college football. Really, no doubt about it. So let's go to the defensive side, where they have not been great in recent years, but we'll see if they can improve this next season. We'll start up front on the defensive line. Cedric Johnson, that's a pretty big loss. I guess their best pass rusher from this last season. But overall, you look at that defensive line, that's about it. I mean, they're still in really good shape. JJ McGee's in the middle. He's going to be back. They added several key players in the transfer portal as well. Princely, pass rusher, getting him from Florida, that's really big for them. Walter Nolan, one of the top young defensive linemen in all of college football, they get him in there as well. So this is going to be an improved defensive line, in my opinion. You look at the linebacker position, Seastrunk will be gone. That's a pretty big loss for them. Linebacker was not a great area of strength for this team last season. They'll also lose Jean Baptiste as well, Monty Montgomery. So they lose some players there at that linebacker position. But like I said, that wasn't really an area of strength for them last year. You look at what they add in the transfer portal. Chris Paul coming in from Arkansas. That'll help them out a little bit. But that is a concern, linebacker position. One of the bigger concerns here for Ole Miss. But I think the defensive line, the additions there, the upgrades there might make up for it. And then you look at the secondary. They don't lose too much there. Deontay Prince, Amari Walton, a couple of veteran corners that'll be gone. And at the safety position, really don't lose a whole lot there. Ladarius Tennyson, he went into the transfer portal. But this was really also not an area of strength for this team. The back end for Ole Miss's defense was not very good last season. You look at what they did do in the transfer portal, though. Trey Amos from Alabama, a cornerback. They add him. Amari Walker from Michigan. So a couple of guys there to help them out. Yam Banks, a safety from South Alabama. They added him. Key Lawrence, a veteran safety from Oklahoma. They added him. Brandon Turnage from Tennessee, another player to help this secondary out. Lewis Moore from Indiana. So you go down the list there. They added a lot of players in the transfer portal, and because of that, you can expect them to be improved there. And so with some improvements in the secondary, a defensive line that should be even better, I think that makes up for the fact that the linebacker position is probably going to be a weakness for this team. And still, overall, defensively, I think they're going to be better. I think this team will be better in 2024. So if the offense is better and the defense is better, then that means Ole Miss should be better. So overall, yes, Ole Miss better in 2024. And this is a team that had a really good year last season. If they can improve upon that, watch out. Ole Miss maybe sneaks into the SEC championship. I think they're in a really good spot to get to the 12-team playoff. So yes, I do think Ole Miss probably is a playoff team this next season, and I think they're going to be, again, even better. Can they make a run and maybe get to a national championship? I don't know if they're going to be that good, but we'll see. I do think this team will be better. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts on the Rebels down in the comments below.